Not sure if you can hear that, but the little lambs are going mad out there. Right, hello, welcome to another video. Something I'm going to try a little bit different today. Don't plan on taking many photographs, but that depends on what I find when I get up the hill. I'm in a place called, and I'm going to have to read this for you. I'm in Church Stretton, which is in Shropshire, and I spent the yesterday at a place called Stiper Stones, which has been in previous videos. Link will be up in the corner for you, just up there. It may be worth watching them, and you can follow my weekend little jaunt out. Got up this morning and didn't do a sunrise because the weather wasn't too good. It's still on and off. It's a bit rainy, windy, it's a bit chilly. The temperature's dropped a little bit. But yeah, like I say, I'm in Church Stretton. I'm parked in this little lay-by. It was quite a big lay-by actually, which I assume where the walkers park. And just behind me, there's a gate that leads you across, up a track and up some hills. Now the hills I'm heading up are Palmetto Hill. I think that's the first one, which is on the left of where I'm going to be walking up. It's going to go past, I think I'm going to head them through a woodland, I think, as far as I can see on the map. I head through the woodland and then I'm going to find a place called Three Fingers Rock. 3 Fingers Rock, that's what I'm going to look for. I'm going to be putting the map somewhere there for you so you can see where I am. And then I'm going to head up towards, hopefully if I can get to the top it'd be nice. It's called Caradoc Hill. Now that's Caradoc Hill. Now I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sure someone can tell me, but that's not that easy when it's on video. So yeah, I'll put the map up now. I'll do you a quick screenshot and put this up for you so you can see where it is I'm going to go. Let me just circle for you so you can see exactly where I am going. I'm parked there. I'm going to go head up through the trees, hopefully up the track up to somewhere about there. So that's the plan. Let's save that for you and you'll be seeing that now. Right, so yeah, why am I going to do this a little bit different? The reason I'm going to be doing this a little bit different is I had something come in the post this week, and I'm quite excited by this because I've seen a lot of YouTubers with one of these. Gareth Danks, for instance, is the latest guy, and Thomas Heaton's got one, I think. Definitely Adam First Man Photography. This is the loop deck, as you can see there, the loop deck. So what is a loop deck, you ask yourself? Well, it's something that I wasn't expecting to try and use. I don't even know how you get it out of the box. In fact, it's nearly impossible to get out of the box. Yeah, it's an item to use with Lightroom. I do a lot of editing. They sent me this. I've not been paid for this. They sent me this and I'm going to review it. It comes in a fantastic box, really quality looking item. And I'm not going to get it out, but that's the loop deck. I'm sure you've seen it before. Basically what it is a way of speeding up your workflow in Lightroom. It's got little knobs and dials and twizzly bits, and basically you twist the dials to adjust all your light, contrast, whites, blacks, exposure, clarity. You've got colours, you've got functional numbers, functional things, you've got temperature, saturation, everything's on there on a quick and easy control. So I'm going to have a go at this later on today. Now this might be a 2-part video. It may end up, I just had some cars pull up in a car park. It might end up a 2-part video, I'm not sure yet, but if it does, I'll show you the editing in the second part. The first part is me trying to get up the top of this hill and find a decent composition, take a photograph, and then we're going to edit it on this thing. Never used it before, I have no idea how to use it, not very good with instructions. With being dyslexic I can't do a lot of reading, and so it's going to be an interesting experience for you. So that's the plan. I'm going to get my gear on, get up this hill and have a look. Total adventure, never been here before. Shropshire Hills, here we come. not actually sure what this walk's like. I've just been past a gate leading you up there, and that's the first big rock that I wouldn't mind getting to, and then head along that way. So I'm going to go up and then double back, because the path I looked at goes up to like a crossways, and then you can come back along. That one back there looked like it went straight up through a field, so I wasn't quite sure of that one. So beginning of the walk, tarmac and a gravel track, uphill. So we're leading up, and it's starting to get a bit steeper now, and I will take you on this journey. The last walk I did, the last couple, what I didn't mention was it is 0 wheelchair. There is no, you can't walk up there unless you're pretty handy with your feet. It's not that easy, so just bear that on your mind. This one, I have no idea. It's not a wheelchair access, that's for sure, but if you've got one of those motorised cross-country things, it might help. Oh, this is getting steep now. I've got to go up there. Here I can actually see where we're heading now. Second part of the day, and could be a second video, is going up that hill there and up onto the top. Yeah, going up that way and up onto the top up there. That's my plan for the day. But the first thing I was going to do was head up to these. You see there's some rock formations there. There's one up behind the trees just there, and then you got the big one which is up behind the trees over there. So yeah, there's a few directions, and that looks like the highest point, just come out behind the trees there. So that's kind of where I'd like to get to. It seems an awful long way off from here, so we're just gonna have to play it by ear. It's an adventure. I'm in a dilemma whether to go that way first, because that looks like the low one, or whether to just trudge up there. What do you reckon? That way or that way? I think we've got to go to the high point first, haven't we? We can come back and do the low one. We can come back and do the lower one another day. But my goal is to get to the top of that. So I think I need to make that my plan. So as with most of my adventures, I don't actually know where the pathway goes. So I'm assuming I come over this stile just now, and this looks like there's a pathway sort of leading that way, and it's going to go down, and it's going to pick up with something the other side of those trees and then take you up that hill. Now I've got OS maps downloaded onto my phone, so I should be okay if I need to look at the OS maps to see where the footpath goes. But this is looking like a downwards before an upwards, but if I can get to that bit, the rest of it doesn't look too bad. But I'm quite excited to do this. It's a bit of a challenge for myself as well, to get myself back out. Oh, I see, we're going down through the woods first. So it looks like we're going to have a little jaunt through this woodland. Oh, if I see a photograph in the woods on the way, I'll take it. If not, I'm waiting till I get to the top and get near the rocks, and see if I can find something with some vista, some background. This should be a nice day out anyway, albeit hard work. That's looking steeper and steeper the closer I'm getting to it. Oh my god. So far it's not been a bad little walk, but I've got nowhere near the slopey bit. I'm still going down. So for all the time I'm going down, I'm going to have to go back up again. Now, I'm sure you've just seen, I've just taken a couple of pictures in the woods, only on the footpath, because, oh, mind the trees, only on the footpath. I just saw these two branches coming over and the big trunk, and I thought that looks like a nice shot. So yeah, I set up and took that, as you see. We're coming down to 2 gates now, so I need to try and work out which gate it is I need to get up the top. I need to mind these branches. Oh, tripod, I'm stuck. Don't get stuck on the trees. Right, so we've got a big path that way. That looks like the one that goes along the bottom, and then this one looks like it goes down to go back up again. So I might have to get my little map out to have a look. And it looks like there's a little brook down there as well. But this is looking like a down to go up, and that looks like the big footpath, so I'm not sure. Let me just weigh it up and have a look on the map. I'm going to have to take 5 minutes, because as I came through this gate backwards, I didn't see there was a step there, and it's about a foot. So as I came through the back gate backwards, trying not to touch the gate with my hands, I slipped off of there and I've landed on my arse. You can see where I've skidded down there. Oh my God, the camera wasn't rolling, folks. If it was rolling, we were properly 250 pound U-beam framed, but it wasn't. I think I've got a skiddy ass. I can't see it. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yep, look at that. Oh well. Yeah, we went down hard and on my elbow, but my elbow looks alright. My jacket isn't torn, that's the main thing. Camera's not broken, you're still working, and that went down. Oh, bloody hell. That was a shock, you know, just like panic, everything going into slow motion. All I could see was the sky as I was tumbling on my arse. God, they should have a mind the step sign on that. Oh God, help me. That scared me a little bit, guys. That did scare me a little bit, because I know Denise knows I'm here, but there ain't no one around. And that was just going through a gate. God, I wish I had the camera rolling. Right, I'm changing plans again. I just noticed this little pathway that's running adjacent to the one I was just on down there. I just come across there, come underneath the brook and up the slope. I had to take my coat off, I was getting a bit warm. So now I'm going to head up this little tiny track, because it seems to be going uphill, and uphill is what I want to be doing. And this, I'm not kidding you, is a steep slope. So I am just making it up as I go along. I've just spoke to Mrs. C on the phone, told her I've just fallen on my ass. She told me to be careful, but this is steep. Look at that, it just goes up. But I want to get up to the top of this first one. I'm going to follow this path around this way rather than going back on myself, because I know I need to go up the front. Let's just keep going. as I climb higher. I went to walk sideways around the path and it wasn't happening, so I've come up this slope here, which looked like they're making it into a path, but I had to stop and have a look at this dead tree. Pretty awesome on another day with the light and that different. That'd be a fantastic photograph, but I can't stop there. I've got the first summit to get to and we've still got quite a way to go. Whew. I've had to have a sit down. Oh my God, but look at the view. Look at the view. Even if I don't get a photograph today, I've already got one in the woods, but even if I don't get one from up here, I don't care. Oh, I bet you can hear that wind bashing against the microphone. Yeah, I know I've got my big bag on my back and many of you say, why are you doing that? You're going to kill yourself. This is exercise, I think. The stick helps. Digging a stick in the ground really does help, but I don't think I'm going to go back down that way. Look how steep that is down there. That's the way I've just come up. I've got a little bit further to go. We're going to go round this way. Mouthful of water, I think, and then we'll carry on. I'm on the first little bit, on the first to the top steep bit, and look at this. Just look at it. Yes, that's still the goal. I still want to get up there, but if I don't get any further, I don't care anymore. The wind's crazy. I'm going to take 5 minutes here now. I'm going to get a shot of this. Just, if anything else, I want a selfie with these rocks in it. I know you probably can't hear me. Keep going. Alright, let me talk you through this shot I've got, because I've got to take a shot up here just to get this in, and of course I've got to get me selfie as well. I've got that stack of rocks just there, right over on the left hand side. I've got the centre hill on the centre part, and then the rocks over on the right hand side, the high point on the right hand side of the image. So you've got those three sets at the top, and they're all roughly on the third line at the top. And then down here at the bottom I've got this big rock in the ground down there, and it just makes a nice big interest for the foreground. The back's a little bit small at 16mm. I'm not surprised. It's, you know, it's looking a long way away. There's some people walking across the hill now, so I'm going to quickly take this shot. 2-second timer on. I want to get them. They're all in a row. Oh, don't run, don't run. Stay there. Perfect. I know it's bracketed, but I still get one of the shot. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 6 people all in a row, and it looks pretty cool. So hopefully we'll get that in that image. I've not got no polarizer on. I might try the polarizer, see if I can make these greens pop out. But I do hope you can hear me as well, because it's so windy. It really is. I've got the tripod leg spread out quite wide, as you can see. I've got that leg, the wind's coming this direction, so that leg's jammed into the ground, so the camera can't go that way. I've extended that leg out and pushed the spikes into the ground, and then this one comes down and digs in the ground there. That's actually pretty solid, to be honest, even in the wind, and I trust it to walk it away at this angle. You can see, if I step back, you can see the angle of the leg push right down into the ground. But yeah, it's a cracking little image. F14, ISO 160. I've bracketed the shot just to make sure I try and keep some of this sky detail in. It's all about the foreground, but let's just get the polarizer out and put the polarizer on for you, and just to see if it makes any difference whatsoever. And my bag's getting blown around here, so just do, if you ever do go in your bag and it's on a hill, do it up. If it rolls down the hill, it's got more chance of surviving. If it's not done up, everything that's inside is going to be outside. So right, let's get the polarizer out. Let's just try it. So we'll just clip that on the front there, like so. Put put the bag in my pocket so I don't lose it, and let's just have a quick look, see if it does any difference. Ooh, any difference whatsoever. And it's not making, oh it is, it's making the greens just making the greens pop a little bit more. So I'm just going to refocus on the rock in the foreground. 2-second timers on another bracketed image. Look at that, and that's the job done. And those people are at the top then, so that might be even better still. Let's just sit there standing still. I'll tell you what, it's going to go to single exposure, take the shot as a single exposure, 2, click. Got 3 people stood up there at the moment. That looks pretty good. So hopefully, and if you can see there's people, see if I can zoom in for you. They are just somewhere up there somewhere. Right, let's get carrying on. Let's get up and have a look at this rock formation and then move up to the next one definitely, and then I'm sure I can get up there. I'm positive. I've just come down off this little slope just slightly and the wind's died down. You can probably hear me now, just because I'm on the other side of the ridge, so the wind's blowing over the top of me now basically. This morning I come from, if you can see over there in the distance, I came from that little ridge, and if you follow the line up, that's the pathway or the road, and it goes right back over there. So I came from over that way this morning and came all the way down, and then obviously down through the woods, and I've walked a fair old way so far. I'm not sure how far I've walked, but I've walked far enough. So yeah, let's carry on moving, and this will end up a 2-part video, I'm definitely sure about that. Might even carry on from here on part 2, to be honest. So if I do, thanks for watching this part, and we'll see you in part 2.